It's Wednesday afternoon and time for us to turn our attention to legal matters. It's part of our commitment to putting Southeast Texas first. It's time for us to ask the judge. We are joined by Judge Randy Shelton from the 279th District Court in Jefferson County. Good to see you.
Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Appreciate you making some time for us. Doing well. This first question involves the mounting trouble at the Velma Jeter Manor Apartments in Orange. Over the summer, we spoke with a woman there who had mold in her apartment, and now the unit next door also appears to have a mold issue. So several questions based on that, and I'll start with this one. What legal standards apply to mold remediation in rental properties?
Well, Jordan, first of all, reporting the problem is the first step, and I think in that particular case that's happened. But interestingly, I've done some research, and I really can't find any objective standards for, for mold. The building codes don't seem to specify any particular standards. It sort of looks to me like that either the government building inspector or a health inspector can always intervene if it poses a health hazard, but it might be somewhat subjective. But I certainly think that a note from a doctor rather could be very persuasive in showing just how much of a health hazard it poses.
You know, I wanted to ask you this because in the case in Orange, the city is involved, and they're sort of at this point saying we actually have to have one of our inspectors there when this is fixed. So
Yes.
that may be what applies
Yes.
there. The second question, can the residents at this apartment complex or any place seek recourse for health issues they say are caused by unsafe living conditions, say in an apartment or a rental property?
And actually, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sue for past and future medical expenses, past and future lost wages, and pain and suffering that might be caused by a dangerous condition that a landlord is allowed to exist. And in some cases, you could even collect attorney's fees, for anything incurred in helping you collect your claim. But always do remember that we should always check our lease and see what our lease says about those type of situations. You do have three other options. You can always break the lease without any kind of consequence or penalty. And with proper notice ahead of time, you can even make the repairs yourself and withhold the cost from the rent, or you can actually sue in court to have the repairs made.
Okay. I want to get to this final.
recourse.
I want to get to this final question really quickly. This is from a viewer Inviter who says, "My neighbor has an aggressive dog that comes into our yard, growls and barks, and my daughter can't play outside. A lot of the neighbors are also intimidated because the dog is always roaming around with no leash. It's in the Vidor city limits. What can we do?"
First of all, call the animal control office. Most cities have leash laws. The biggest problem, I think, is by the time that animal control gets there, the dog has already disappeared. So I would suggest taking a video of the dog, showing those behaviors so that you have some proof that the owner is, in fact, in violation of leash laws.
And then likely under city ordinances, there would be a citation, I guess?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. I understand from hearing from these folks, it's been going on for a while. Judge, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for making time for us. If you've got questions for the judge, go to 12newsnow.com/askthejudge. We have a form that you can fill out right there.